No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the Polish Tier 8 Tech Tree Heavy Tank, the 53TP. This is a tank that I very much enjoy. It actually caught me out by surprise when I played through it, because it was like, actually this tank is really fun. When it was stock and it had the stock 105 that you get on the Tier 7, it was like, this tank's really good with this gun, I might just stick with this gun. Then I used the semi-stock 122mm, and it was like, oh, this gun's horrible. If the next 122mm is like this, geez, I'm not going to be using it. I upgraded to the next 122mm, which is the gun we've got on it right now, and it was like, oh boy, I like this gun. Now, it's slightly different to other 122mm in this game, and the fact that it's got an average damage of 420, which is just different. It's kind of strange. And it's a tank that's sort of half Soviet, but it's like, it's different. It's kind of different to everything else out there in the fact that it's got a similar playstyle to Soviet heavy tanks, but it has 8 degrees of gun depression, a decent turret, and a hard slapping 120mm gun, which is great. And it's a very enjoyable experience. Because the reload is, you know, it's alright for 122. Its mobility's alright. Its armour's not the best, but when it's hull down, it's pretty good. So, yeah, it's just a very nice tank to be using. Now, we're in this game on Fisherman's Bay. Oh, and I missed the most important key part, right? And as if you haven't guessed by the title, as always, this is the third mark video for the tank. There you go, got that out of the way. And we're on Fisherman's Bay. And we're platooned up with Chopper, he's in his CDC, and we're going to be making the most of this position here, as always on this map, because this position again is a very versatile position. It's a very good position to have. You can assault so many different areas of the map by just using this position. It's great. So we're spotting the guys over there that are towards the town. We get a nice shot into that 1390, get a track into him, and we're just sort of watching what's happening while we reload him. We're looking for a shot at this Draugr, but he is behind the rock. Fortunately enough, though, we managed to get a slim to nothing shot straight into that guy. I'm sort of bamboozled a little bit by watching that after the fact, how that actually penned, because that looked like it should have probably bounced or get absorbed by the tracks, I don't know. But it went in, so I mean, we'll take it. And like I said, we're just floating at this moment in time. The Draugr in front of us gets shut down. And then there's a 705 at the back, and at first it's kind of like, oh, that's a 705. So we take a pot shot, basically, at him, and it bounces off his upper plate. And it actually turns out he's AFK, so we fire an AP round at his hull, and unfortunately, it bounces. So we load the APCR because, well, we are going to have more chance of penning that guy with APCR. But he gets unspotted, so we slap a shot into the 1390, set him on fire, shut him down, and now we turn our attention to this 705, because he's going to be spotting our guys. The most important thing is, number one, I'm going to farm him, because I know I'm close to my third mark. I was in the 93% region in this game, so I want to get everything I can, so I'm not going to pass up free damage. But number two, my team progressing, I'm now dying down there now. My team wants to progress from that position they're at. That 705 is just going to spot them relentlessly, and they're going to get farmed if they try and leave that position. So we need to get rid of the thing that will be spotting them. So that's part of it. The other part is I'm just greedy, and I want all the free damage you can get, because we're running for the third mark, right? So we farm the living crap out of that guy, get all that free health, which is nice. We're going like, what, 1,800 damage and 900, something like that, which is juicy. And now we're going to move up and progress the fight again. We switch back to AP because we don't need it now that 705's gone. And we're going to move up this way, which is, like I say, a very good way of breaking the camp on this map. Now we're trying to get a shot into that Draugr, and unfortunately it misses. We activate the food to get a better speed on our reload. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to push down to this area over here. And then, no, we get YOLO'd by a Leopard PTA, who is stock, so he's got the 90mm. This is dangerous for us. Luckily enough, he has the 90mm though, so it's not the 105. Even though he does have great DPM, If I can keep my front to him, he's not going to pen me. Well, I say not going to pen me. He's going to struggle to pen me more than he would do if he had the 105. So he's bounced a couple here. I get a nice shot into him. Try and shut him down with a ram. Unfortunately, we don't get it. And luckily for me, he misses that shot. And he gets shut down by the other guy, the other medium on the J line. We could have quite easily died there to that YOLO Leopard PTA, but we got away with it. Fortunately enough, he didn't kill us, he messed up, he didn't take his time, he just rushed shots and missed and died in his YOLO-y ways. So there's only 4 tanks left. There's a heavy, medium, light and a TD. I expect the TD was possibly on my left somewhere, because I was spotted, and I was kind of like hoping that he's not on my left. I was kind of hoping he's not in front of me, because I'm not going to really spot that SU-130PM that easily, because, spoilers, it's an SU-130PM. And there's a light tank as well as obviously the medium and the heavy. And now we know the medium and the heavy are down on the A-line. So I'm just having to keep wary, basically, because I'm a one-shot for everything now. So I'm having to be a bit wary as to where they are. So we get spotted. We think, all right, you know what, I'm going to take the chance. Get a nice shot into that heavy down there. Help my guys on the AB line. Because the faster they get past those guys, the faster they're going to get down here to help me. And now he's unspotted. We spot the SU-130PM, and it's like, hello, SU-130PM. I'm going to pop up here, try and get a shot at him. But unfortunately, he dips down into the dip behind that ridgeline. And now I do know where he's going. He will be heading towards the hill on my left-hand side, which is dangerous for me. Now, I am tempted to YOLO down to there to get below that ridgeline. But it's kind of risky, because if they decide to just YOLO off that hill, I've not got much cover. And I've not got much help. So it's kind of, yeah, it's risk. Now I'm spotted. I know he's going to be in the bushes over there somewhere, because it's the only place they're going to be. And the light tank shoots me. So we now know that the light tank is over there. We get fortunate that he low rolls, because we had 210 HP, right? But he's got like 230 alpha. So we're fortunate that he low rolls and doesn't kill me. Now we've loaded HE for that SU-130PM, and we get a lovely shot into that guy's turret and get a lot of damage off of that. And we finish him off, which is juicy. That light tank, did you see that shot flying from the left? I kind of thought, no, that light tank's not going to have got down there without being spotted. And then it's like, oh, wait, there he is. We get a nice shot into him as he's on the move. And it completely surprised me that he got down there so easily, unspotted by me and the medium tank. So it kind of threw me off a little bit. And we're aiming for the shot. Unfortunately, we missed that one, which is just a poor shot. We saw he started to turn, but we didn't react to it. And I'm waiting for the reload to go in. I'm screwed in this position. I'm just hoping I can get that final shot. And unfortunately, the light tank shuts me down. But, hey, nevertheless, a fantastic game for the 53 TP. A fantastic game for a tier 8 tank as well. We finished that game with 6.9k damage. 1,100 assistance, 2.3, nearly 2.4k base XP. That's a lovely game for this tier 8 Polish heavy tank, and it's definitely one of my favourite Tech Tree tier 8 heavies to play. It's versatile. It's a very nice tank to play generally. We've got an ace tanker, Confederate, high caliber, and what did that put us at? That put us at 94.66. So we don't need much to get the third mark next. Really, for the third mark, all we'll need to get, I mean, look, that put us up a hell of a lot as well, because that was about 8.1k combined, which is a lot for a tier 8 premium, especially when the requirement for this tank was about 2.5k. So like I say, I don't really need much for the third mark. To get up that extra 0.4 that I'm going to need of a percent, I'm probably only going to need about 2.5 to 3k generally. We're probably looking at more the 3k region for any sort of movement that we want to be able to get the third mark on this tank. So I was like, hey, let's just hop in to another one chopper. I'm going to take the 3 TP out again. It's close enough. I may as well try and push for it. So we do it. We get Abby in counter. So we're just going to push straight down to the heavy area down here and see what brawling we can get done. Now I'm looking for a shot. Hopefully there's something on this crossing that I can get a free shot into, but nothing appears. I'm like, right, I want to get into this little bit over here so I can get some shots at those guys that are crossing into the cap. Into the middle of the Abbey, because you get nice free shots when you're doing that. So we aim for the Ragnarok and actually hit the T-43. Got a nasty low roll, 316. We've got 420 alpha. Yeah, there's a lot of low rolls at the minute. Now, guilty of letting that guy shoot me. Luckily enough, he bounces, and we get a nice shot into him in the middle, which is great. Another nasty low roll as well. We're just going to push around the corner and see what's here. And it's like, oh, there's a Draugen. Unfortunately, he snaps the shot in just like I snapped the shot into him, and he pens me. And I'm like, right, okay, I don't want to be taking 400 alpha hits from this guy, but I do want to be smashing the shots in. So he turns his focus, and it's like, right, okay, I can get a free shot into that guy. That's great. When I'm getting detected here, that's the guys in the middle of the Abbey that are looking at me, and I don't want to be taking hits from those guys because that's dangerous. So, looking for a shot at the guy in the middle. Unfortunately enough, we don't get a shot at him. Then there's this Oho, and I'm like, it's only an Oho. Press A, I can pen it every time. He pens me on the move, no problem. But I get enough shot into his lower plate. And it's a big, fat, juicy hit point box that's great for us, right? We get a nice snapshot into the Dragon to finish him off. And I'm looking around going, wait, I've got quite a few teammates here with me, but I'm the only one here fighting this Oho. And it's like, wait, this guy's penning me relentlessly. And he's actually firing really quickly. Really throwing me off. He's actually using the small gun. And he fires again, and it's like, wait, this guy's rate of fire is good. What's going off here? He shuts down one of our friends behind us. He's coming round for us. I get a nice shot into his little cheek, and unfortunately he shuts me down. But with what we got, what, 3,400 combined? I'm looking at that going, yeah, that could be enough, you know. It was actually 3,500 combined, and it was. We got just enough. We went up by 0.5. Unfortunately enough, we got the third mark of excellence for this tank. And this tank is, again, a very good tank. It's a very good tank to grind to. I'd say that in this Polish heavy line, the tier 7 is quite nice to play. You know, as a tier 7 heavy, it's a pretty decent tank. It's quite mobile. It's quite a good gun. Got a good gun. It's quite a good hold down. It's all right. The tier 8 is great. The tier 9 is terrible, and the tier 10 is pretty fun. Not the best heavy tank in the world, but it's nice. It's got a big heavy hitting gun, which if you're an alpha whore like myself, I love it. So as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.